أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الله أكبر Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar Subhanallah. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing? It's your girl. You might notice I never say my name. You know, usually it's like, it's your girl so and so, and they say their name. It's your boy Hakeem or whatnot. But a name is so important to me that, I'd rather just, not even tell you my name. What's your name? Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? But forgot why I wanted to get up. But it's a beautiful first day of the week, and Allah Akbar. It's I pray Allah that you are happy, as I am. I rather use the term Sadiq, no, Saeed. I pray Allah you are Saeed or Saida as I am. So my soul, and the wind want to kick up when I get up for some reason. I don't need that, but anyway, I just really really happy. I'm in a good mood. I am more serious than most people just because I am. But when I can find something that makes me laugh, like a comedian is usually comedians, and I feel like comedians have the best occupation in the world. When you can make people laugh, and that's just what you do, and you're able to I don't even want to think about the compensation or the currency aspect in something so noble as making people laugh. It's one thing to make them smile, but when you can laugh out loud, the hadith says show your teeth. Because Muslims this one sister who grew up Muslim, and it's such a big difference when you have never ever lived a life as non-Muslim. It makes a difference. I've been practicing Islam since 2006, so that's 16 years. Wow, that's kind of cool. I'm sweet 16, but I found like my son is just, he was making me laugh when he was inside the wall. He was making me laugh. That's FOI, they're just funny when you get to know them. They just like, their sense of humor is intellectual humor, witty. You have to be there, be at that level to catch it, Sometimes you might get it later, but to be like able to keep up with them, is remarkable. I found like I'm making this video for two girls. One of them I've known about a long time, but when it comes to black girls, I'm like mother hen, super protective. You know what I mean? So I never told you about her, because just being on this thing, on cameras, Muslim women are not supposed to be even newscasters. It is like a big deal in the Muslim world when there's a female reading. She always has on a burqa. You might be able to see her eyes, but just to hear her voice, is about it, she could be a product of my blog, because I've been doing my blog since 2013, and that's about 9 years. And she can be more than that. So it's a good possibility that I gave her mother one of my flyers in 2013, and she, been watching or has seen my blog because her daughter, just like, oh my God, but they're not Muslim. I don't know if they're Muslim. She doesn't cover some Muslim say she's not Muslim, but I'm willing to put money, and I don't bet, I don't gamble, I don't do nothing like that, but I'm not gonna say that, but I'm pretty sure that she has seen my blog, and it's just, amazing. Some children are just, you don't have to do nothing but watch them, they don't even have to know you watching, they just being themselves, and they're so entertaining. I have a cousin who I haven't, seen very much because she's actually like a second cousin, and I saw her one time we were at his house and she was there, and I could not believe how entertaining she was. She was just being her normal, natural self, but all you wanted to do is just watch her, and it was like amazing that she could be so intelligent, and the way she carried herself, just her whole essence, everything about her was just wow, that's how this girl is, and usually those type of people are born into a family that doesn't know what to do with them. I was the same way, and my children are like that, and they usually end up being outcasts, because they just don't fit into where they were born. A lot, just certain people are like that, and it's well, let's keep it positive. So anyway, this little girl, the other comedian, is a little girl. She can't be more than 9, but she is just so beautiful. It's like some people say it's scary. Somebody told me my son was scary smart. He was just unbelievably intelligent. People could not believe it, and his barber said he was scary smart. Because when you're confronted with something that you don't know how to process, either you run from it or make fun of it. And if you run, it's because you're scared, you don't know what to do, or you just like make a joke about it, and just go on, and maybe after a couple days or whatever, but usually most people just brush it off because they can't cope, they can't deal with it. But if you are, then I say you're blessed to know that type of person, and to be able to accept them, and relate to them, and you can both benefit each other. It's, I think, very symbiotic. Okay, the older one, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, because I saw a video of her doing stand up at a little, it was probably open mic or something, and I got the same read, ignoring, people ignore you, and I'm Reed, and Josephine Baker, who was the first successful black entertainer in America, was ostracized by the other girls on the chorus line. They hated her, because she was the one getting the most attention. There was nothing she could do about it. That's just the way it was. It is what it is. And hated her, and she ended up moving, just completely somewhere away from that, and she comforted herself with children, you know, orphans. I believe she just ended up adopting an orphanage or something, and children. I didn't want to mention it, but I was at the beach one day, and I'm the type of person who, I'll lay in the cut. Like when my son, I tell him, meet me at such and such a place. I'm never, like, if it's a restaurant or something, I'm never like sitting with all the other patrons at the restaurant. You gotta go outside in the like the employee lounge where they go take their break or something. I'll be out there, reading a newspaper or something, and that's where he usually finds me. But I'll be somewhere where people don't notice me when it's like a crowd or something. I'm a feral, and I realize I have agoraphobia. I'm agoraphobic, somewhat, but nothing like I was. I'm a Muslim now, and when you become a Muslim, the Bible says you change in the twinkling of an eye, and I'm just completely opposite. It's, sad because a lot of the people that I love want me to be who they used to be, I guess, as much as they can. That's everyone, everyone wants to have any type of relationship with me. You have to meet me at my level. But anyway, it was a white boy who was born into this family, and they had to be billionaires because you had and Calabasas and Woodland Hills, the valley is like right through mountains. If you take the 101 freeway to the valley, get off at it's something scary because rich people and famous people do stuff to try to scare people away, and they'll be like, oh, you would not like that. That is just like the worst place in the world. They got rats and roaches, and it's all these devil worshippers, and say all this stuff to scare people off because if it gets too crowded, then you're not going to go anymore. So they have these little safety mechanisms. But yeah, I'm not there, so it's I guess I kind of got pushed out because when I went, I was telling everybody go, because I miss the days and I grew up watching these old surfer movies and the beach. When I go to the beach, it would be a lot of people and it was fun, but times changed and it had to be something the white man did because they don't want us to enjoy the free things in life. You take the train, you gotta get off at the mall and then try to find the beach. The train to the beach is gonna go to the beach and go to the mall. And then you gotta walk a quarter mile to get to the beach. And they could have stopped right at the pier, you know what I mean? But white people. So anyway, you get off the freeway, and I think it's Lost Hills or Hidden Hills, or I know you can take Canaan Doom, one of those are really scary. I don't know the street name. I always think of Conan the Barbarian, this big blonde hair, blue-eyed caveman with a club. But anyway, and it's Doom, and it sounds just, like Doom. If you go there, you're not coming back. It's like the most beautiful place in the world. That's what's on the California EBT card. This it's like when you see pictures of California, it's that. And it's right there. You can take the bus, and But I found out just because Allah gave me like an internal pendulum that guides me to these places. But this comedian, she funny, and when you can impersonate people or do characters myself. Some people have different limits. Some people, my son can go places that I would not set foot in. And it's like, you went there? That's how I feel. But I'm a girl, a girl is just, I've been at the club and a guy, performing at the club and his family will be there and I see him put them in the car, bye, and they're like, what? We gotta wait, and it's like, take the girls home, and it's like, they just, it's like a good girl thing. And you got, like, when I interviewed Outkast, the big boy was, he said, you got your stank hoes. And I was, terribly offended by that because stank hoes have the black queen in them. They're black queens. Like Tupac, even when you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen. Mama, you just get caught up in this world, and it's really the brothers who make them hoes. You can't be a hoe without no clients. You know what I mean? So get your sister off the corner, please. I couldn't even read Charles Mingus' book because in California it's worse. It's the worst. All those old 70s black exploitation movies glorifying whoredom and whoremongering was filmed on the coast, and so brothers take responsibility for your daughters, your sisters, your mothers, it's, I'm not gonna go back there, but the comedian, I still haven't told you her name, but, she is really funny. I haven't seen anything lately because everything has a turn, and when you get to that turn, you just either expand on it, expound on it, or you just move to a completely different arena. I like to, when people can expound on it. Like I went to, I wanted to do a feature on black couples who have been together for 50 years. To me, that was like a long time, and black businesses that have been in business for 50 years. But if you think about this country, the California was like the baby, so having been made the state in like 1849, I believe, after, they settled, the first people came in like 1500s, and that's like 300 years that they've been there, and, so it's like late, so 50 years is nothing. When I went to New Orleans, I went to Founders Day for a funeral home that had been in business for 150 years. And the way you say business through your children, that's how you live forever, is through your children. So same thing with a business. Business has a life just like people have a life. And if you want to live long, you have to be able to evolve and grow, spread out, branch. So they not only had a funeral home, they had limousine service, floral, all these related businesses. And it's better if you have a son, who is willing to carry on the business. But sometimes you have a son who I don't want nothing to do with that. Funeral business is not, something that, it's like psychiatrists aren't just listening to people's problems all the time. So those type of career choices are good to stand a lot of sadness, and like I had a psychiatrist, Dr. King, for 15 years, but when I first started going, I heard him on the radio. We had a political program on Stevie Wonder's radio station KGLH came on at 4:30 in the morning. Most people still sleep, but Muslims are up, veterans are up, and politically active people get up way before time, for the show. And hip hop people don't sleep, and just certain people are up and about when other people are sleeping. These are people who are really gods. In the Bible, we read about kings wake up in the middle of the night, and that's when you get a lot of stuff done. As the world is sleeping, you can't really take care of important matters without the distractions. Artists, writers, people like that, come up with an idea, you gotta get up, write it down, record it, something. So the show used to come on at 4:30 in the morning, and that's where I heard my doctor, because I had been hospitalized, and I said, okay, if I have to have a doctor, it's gonna be him, and he, is famous in the world of Black consciousness or whatever. So when I started going to him, I was not a Muslim. It was 96, 95, around the time we turned 25, and that's the age where you make a transition into your adulthood, and I had a nervous breakdown. So I started seeing Dr. Richard King, and on the front page, used to call him the Melanin Man, because he is the person who made melanin a thing, popularized melanin. So anyway, after about 10 years or so, approximately, I converted to Islam. And so he told me that he had been in the nation, and his name was Richard 27X, something like that. So after, I'm still Muslim, okay, but he, during that time, I can't really pass judgment, because Allah, is the judge. So it's just, after the messenger died, it was probably a very traumatic time in the Black nation in America, and a lot of people, there were a lot of casualties, put it that way. And so he ended up not continuing in Islam. King is like one of the best names you could choose, So I guess, I don't know if that was his slave name. I highly doubt it. But when I became a Muslim, it changed me, my whole perception. Oh, look at the lighting. This is like perfect lighting for film. My degree is in journalism, but you have to know film. And so on days when it's like overcast clouds, you see the change. It's not when I'm dealing with glare anyway, too. But Dr. King ended up, by the time, and when your eyes open, it's a bad thing for a lot of people who you've looked up to, because you see the true colors, like the sun brings out the true colors. And so the last time I saw him, we had a big, it was, he's a psychiatrist, so he's skilled in, they keep getting them. You have to change your lifestyle to heal yourself. So I was, and his business is pharmaceuticals. You know, that's his business, his livelihood, his career choice. You know, and if I want to stop, then that's obviously, or he felt it was going to have a trickle down effect, or probably, you know, his other clients will want to stop and then he'll be out of business, you know. And the messenger, you know, that they perform miracles. And he told us that he would say, I know, to the doctors, he would say, I know you want to make a few more nickels. But if a doctor really wanted to heal you, he would lose his business. He would have to find something else to do because nobody would be sick. And that's what Allah, God, came to do, to get rid of the doctors. You know, and that's a lucrative industry. You know, you can become very rich off of the healing industry business. It's a business, you know. People, and it's a shame because I like when people get well, you know. So I'm going to really try and do something. So if you have a medication for the rest of your life, that's a situation I was in. Just take this forever until you die. How is it helping? It's not. To help would be to eliminate the condition that requires the medication. You know what I mean? But if you have to take it until you die, or if you die without it, that's not good. It creates a worse condition than the original condition. You know, so the industry is heal yourself with your lifestyle, the way that you live, and it begins at birth. You know, it's all these corona babies, and they talking about formula or something. I think it was a shortage. That's good. Force women to nurse because they can't find no formula. So the baby benefits, and that's my main concern too. The child. You know, and they don't know nothing when they born. They just here. You know, and it's like, okay, who's going to rab? That's the word in Islam. It's rab, and it's develop you into a god. You know, that's, you can't get any higher than God. You know, so who is going to? Now I'm out. I just came out. Now what? You know, and that's a critical moment. You know, just the transition from this world into this world. You know, it's crazy. Just depend on Allah, and you'll be alright. Okay, so comedians who make me laugh. I started, maybe I'm not gonna say anything. Just, you know, find things that make you laugh, and I cut out things. When it comes, I've kept a diary since I was maybe 8, and I believe it started in my 4th grade class. I had never, it was a new school, and we had a list of things that we had to have. And the one I remember was a composition book. And I got one now. I had to think about it for a minute, but yeah, I got one. You know, and that was the first time. I was 8 years old, and my teacher required us to have a composition book. That class was so dope. The building, it was a church. It was a Lutheran church, and my parents, I don't know what they were going through, but we switched schools way too much. I was like, why? You know, it's supposed to be homeschool. Why you have to do it that way? Elementary grammar school, you know, is 5th or 6th grade. Then you go to, you know, a different school, you know, and you stay there until you get to to the level where you go to high school, or but if you have to switch schools between that time, it puts a lot of pressure, stress, unnecessary stress on your child, probably on the parents that don't even realize it. But just try to have some stability for your children. Keep them at home with you. It's the best place for both of you. Keep your family together. I posted that video yesterday with Tupac, or whatever day with Tupac. I'm getting old and I'm realizing, like, I was watching this interview and I wish you would publish the whole straight video. I don't want to watch clips. I want to see the whole thing and take breaks when I want to take breaks, because it's different when you see something in context and when you take it out and just show a clip. Math, Hoffa, show the whole math video. The whole thing was in a clip. It was so funny. Cliffy kept losing his train of thought. It's like he got CRS for real, which is something I heard when I was growing up. CRS. You can maybe look at Urban Dictionary or whatever, but he'll be like, I got one more story. And then they start like throwing them little cues or whatever to help him try to remember what he was talking about. But it happened way too many times. And I'm watching clips, you know what I mean? But Beth, man, and you could blame it on the herbals or whatever, but it could be just old age or whatnot. But if you're lucky, it's just a stage. I was in my 30s, I went through physical signs of age, but my constitution, even back then before I was Muslim, I was like, no, I had like they call it tremors, when like Catherine Hepburn or whatever, when you get old and you start shaving that's in my genes, I used to have back problems. Somebody sent me a video of Bobby performing and he had goddamn, he's singing or whatever. He couldn't get back up. He was like, I don't need no help. And I was like, oh my God, we are really getting it's a transition through life. It's about transition. If you stop transitioning, then you decaying. You're about to die. You gotta evolve. Growing up, I heard evolution was the devil. It's something that's not true, but that's money tactic just to keep you going to their church. You know what I mean? Like, if you're evolve, I've seen it. Growing up, I would get ladybugs and take the wings off of them so they couldn't fly away. I could play with you until I got tired. And, now that ladybug is stuck. It's defenseless. And they evolved. I saw some orange ladybugs, and it's like they're going backwards because no, they're not going backwards, forwards, because you got red and then you go to backwards, because red is like the ultimate. If you look at a rainbow, the top is always red. You can't go no more. You start going backwards, and ultraviolet or red and magenta. But I probably have to go back to purple. But anyway, I saw some orange and yellow ladybugs, and I was like, oh look, I've never seen this before. And I started playing with it like I did with the red ones. I wasn't gonna take his wings off or anything like that no more. I'm changed, but the yellow ladybug bit me, and I was like, just bite me, a ladybug, yes. It was orange and my yellow garment, so I picked up the yellow ladybug and let it crawl on me, and it bit me. So that's evolution, and touch something with my bare hands, or if something touches me, I have a greater sense of not just feel, but also things that some things you just can't verbalize. You have to, that's telegraphic or whatever when you speak mentally. You know, if you communicate something, and it doesn't matter what language you speak, you get a better understanding. Jesus that's how he used to avoid the people who were trying to catch him and kill him. They were coming. I got this book at the National yesterday with Eid al-Adha, and it's just so beautiful being a Muslim. I think about all the people who are blessed to have made Hajj this year, any year, but especially after the pandemic, it's like the world has changed a lot, and I used to call it Corona, but so it was early, the prayer was early, and I got there late because I'm not really a follower of Muhammad for 200 years ago, and that's one of his things, the rituals that they do or whatever. I don't know, but the Eid and all that stuff. We didn't do that. The messenger was alive. We didn't do none of that. Not even for Ramadan. Finished. There was no Eid celebration after Ramadan, and I think that might be good because if you can eat like it's Ramadan throughout the year, you'll be much healthier. And I believe that is one of the purposes, the functions, the secret of Ramadan, that you just have to learn is nonverbal, and so if you do Ramadan, because I know me, after Ramadan, because in the next year you're only supposed to eat 1 meal a day, period. So Ramadan is not unusual for us or out of the ordinary because that's how we eat throughout the year. The only difference is we wait until sunset to have our meal, whereas in the other times of the year you can eat, whatever. And how to eat something, he said the spiritual significance of Ramadan is that eating and drinking, sport and play is the way of this world and darkness. It's darkness. So by eating and drinking and doing that type of thing after sunset, it's like a way of clearing your day more wholesome and pure, honest, and to just go to work, go do your education and enjoy the sunshine, and then at nighttime you eat and go to sleep, and me personally, I try to live like that anyway, not eating during the day, being that I'm homeless, it's kind of like traveling, sometimes I just say I'm traveling, that's an Islamic Muslim secret, and you eat after sunset, and let me figure out what is Allah. You know, He wants me to do something else. You know, and I get a book, read, or I'll write. I do a lot of stuff and draw something, whatever. Just do something. Don't feel like something is so wrong just because you can't sleep. It's usually a phase or something that you're going through. So just go along with it and just find something else to do until you get sleepy. Because I actually tried to enter a phase where you're not sleep at all because Allah, Master Farah Muhammad, no sleep, no slumber. You know, and I looked up the difference between sleep and slumber. But he just doesn't, you know, and like cats, you know, nocturnal when you're up, you know, and especially me because I'm out and up and I see like rabbits are nocturnal. You wouldn't know that unless you were like, but they're very closely related to cats, and everybody knows cats do not sleep. You'll see a cat think it's sleep, but his ears, you make a noise and his ears gonna turn in that direction. You know, they not sleep, they catnap. You know, they don't slumber. I'll put it that way. Slumber is a deep sleep. You know, and sleep is just, you know, maybe just lay down for a minute, but you know, me, I keep on. Anyway, yeah, don't sleep. I got into the Quran. It says, Ayatul Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illallah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu la ilaha illahu al hayyul qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard wa ma la yakhudhuhu hifdhuhuma la Saba. Something. It's so wonderful being a Muslim because I knew when I started I wasn't gonna be able to get through the whole thing. But Allah is so Rahman and Rahim that He likes when you make mistakes, you know, because at least you're trying, you know. If you don't try, you can't make mistakes, you can't get better. You learn from your mistakes, you know. If you don't make the mistake, that means you didn't even try. You know, so Allah, Muslims have that just incomprehensible mercy, which is, you know, I feel like I love being around children and being around Muslim children. It's just, you know, it just makes me want everybody to be Muslim just for the sake of their children. You know, I used to see the Muslim children when I first, you know, started being interested in Islam because when you did not see the sisters at all, I used to see this brother every Sunday. We'll be going to church, coming back from church, he'll be on Crenshaw and Jefferson. That brother, I wonder where he is, you know, because I eventually got to the point where I would talk to him, you know, and see him. And those type of brothers do not want to talk if you're not buying the pie. You know, they got better things to do than just sit chit chat. You know, so I would buy a pie. Brother Darrell was the same way. You couldn't just stop and just say, hey, you better buy something, you know. So I guess it's kind of, you know, iron sharpens iron, you know, because you gotta have the money for one, you know. You can't be Muslim and broke. So you better buy something. So I would, you know, buy Hakeem something, you know, and they, you know, get to so anyway, I would see that brother selling bean pies, and we go farther down later when I got older, it would be somebody there, and you go down farther, the end of the other end of the mall was Brother Terry. I don't know. And they had an article in the newspaper about how she was but I know them personally. That anything to make them hate you more. Do not ever let media, white media, whatever you're doing, I don't care what it is. You might have a business, you might be an entertainer, you just opened a bookstore, you just opened a restaurant. Do not let the media interview you, cover you. I don't care what you got going on. If you black and the white media wants to put you on their news program, most people will be happy to be on the news. On TV, calling my name, watch me on TV. It will ruin you. After that, after the glam, the glitter, they will ruin you. Trust me, I have a degree in journalism. I've seen it too many times. Just keep the white man out. Whatever type of, I heard bad publicity is good publicity, but that's not true. Word of mouth will give you the best everything. Just let people that you trust, that you know, tell they people that they trust and that they know, and they will be a little bit better off. Strangers, you don't know who gonna say that, and I feel weird because every time I publish, I have like followers, and 99% of them are not black. On my website, homemakingfortheblackwoman.com, I'm probably one black woman out of all of them. I'm not gonna say how many because I just don't. They do that on purpose because they don't want me on here, period. So I believe that maybe I can continue because they want you to get all into stats and all this type of stuff, and that's a distraction. When I get on a computer, the computer guides, like I posted that video of Edie Amin. Yes, I was like screaming, jumping up and down, watching it, because he's talking to the organization community. And I think Kwame Nkrumah is sitting at the table, where with these heads of African nations, they had just gotten their liberation, and it was just a beautiful time in Black history. But to get to that video, I had to go through about 20, the worst dictator. He killed these people. He was just the worst man in history, and that's how the white man portrays him to us. So you got probably more black people who hate him, just like Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden, all these people who love us. They love us. They want to help us. They want to free us. They want to get us away from our oppressor. Make watch nothing with like Christians. Don't watch nothing with Christians. Don't be around them, and it's all unnecessary. Like I said, decent black people will have to keep your children in the house. You can't take them nowhere unless you put blinders on them. You gotta blindfold your children, hide them in the car just to transport them someplace safer. Sometimes you gotta do that. This world we're living in is like living in under some mud. Like trying to move, but you got mud. Oh, 3 feet high over your head. You can't move. You can't get out there. You're stuck. That's a nigger. You know what I mean? But, first thing is to wash the mud all off of you. Then you gotta try and get out the mud hole. You gotta go through it, past it, because it's not all encompassing. It's not universal. It's just this devil Caucasian. So once you get away from them, you probably go dig deeper. It's gotta be somewhere, or at least you die trying. You know what I mean? It's all about your intention. So if your intention is right, you cannot lose. Just the fact that they landed on the continental United States. It will have to be completely different. And, I think about Levert. Deep cleansing breath. But then I think about the last time I went. I feel like I almost couldn't get out. The Bible talks about Jacob's ladder and how angels, us, would be able, when you get to that point, you can descend up and down the ladder, but you don't want to go down the ladder because then you got to figure out a way to get back up the ladder, and location. It's just something about being down. Just the word down sounds bad. Or you be up. That's why I always choose UPS over USPS, FedEx, anything else at the postal system. Oh, disagree. I was supposed to get some packages yesterday, and I got an email delivered, and I'm sitting there all day waiting. So I called to check on the status. Oh, we delivered it, and I'm like, where? It's crazy. You gotta order stuff 3 or 4 times before you get it. Sometimes, every time you get it the first time, you try to order it again, and it's like, no, you reaching out the I guess that's it. I guess I'm not gonna tell you those 2 comedians because even like on Vietnam, like this girl is like 8 years old, and she is so unbelievably just ineffable. That's the word where you can't. I don't even want to attempt to put her into a word, an adjective. She's just her, and I think that's why that musician went by that name, her, and the name Ella. Sometimes that's Aya, her, in another language. Sometimes, especially girls, we are different than people who need a name. That other gender, they need some type of characteristic. being reduced to language. First it was thought, then it was written, then you get the verbal. So this little black girl, I cannot believe it. She got her own TikTok, and one of the videos is her mom. Her mom is dope too, but her daughter, and she got all girls, and I'm like, to me, it's something. I'm not most high, up there, but I'm not the most high. So when I see a family and they want a boy, but she keeps having girls, most people stop after 4. Some people stop after 3, but because they see the pattern. So when you get 4 girls in a row, then a lot of people just stop trying, give up. But I'll never give up. That's me. I'm that frog with my hands around the but the rest of my body is inside the crane's mouth with my hands is saying but never give up. Figure out what the problem is. Vinegar helps most people. You eating nothing but pickles and choke cards and vinegary type foods, but you still have a girl, then it's something mental. You gotta have the right mind. Your brain controls everything. Food helps your physical digestive system and your mental digestive system work together. So you have to be aware of that. You can't just eat, but you surrounded by girls and just thinking girl stuff, and you're trying to have a boy. The vow was trying to have a boy, and for me, something about like when people do nails, they could be a manicurist, but they nails look shy. Shoemaker, shoes all raggedy, but all the people he makes shoes for got the best shoes. But his shoes, rather tattered because he spending all his time on everybody else. That's a sign of a good, whatever they do, But except maybe an architect, he gotta have a nice house. But if your manicurist nails look shy, your hairdresser hair might be another thing where you gotta because when I used to get my hair done, I want my hair like yours every time. Just do it like yours, every single time. She was like the best. Kim, her last name starts with a P. For some reason I can't remember, probably because you need to wrap your hair or do it yourself. But if you're not at that level yet, I used to do my own hair, and people used to ask me where I got my hair done. That was right before I started wrapping it up, and that was a major transition, because everybody, you have to change inside before you can change outside, because I was so self-conscious at first. I went from the African type hair wrap, which a lot of people do for fashion or whatever, but then I got my headpiece, and it was all positive, just encouraging, the feedback I used to do. That's it. You found me. You found this because they watch my transition. certain things well because they don't have the responsibilities of adults, so they can, do wheelies on a bike and sort of tricks and computer things because we don't have that type of responsibility. And get into adulthood where we start chasing paper, and then you kind of lose that, but then you can regain it, stages people go through. Just keep progress. In the Muhammad Speaks newspaper, there was a whole section on progress, showing the progress of the black nation in America, just so we can see it, and do better individually. So yeah, just keep living, keep growing. Don't believe when you reach a certain age, it's okay to start forgetting and acting old and doing as it used to deteriorate. When you go, I believe it should be because, well, no, I'm gonna say go in prostration. I read and I think it was Yakub or one of those Israel, Ishmael, Ishaq, Isaiah. And when he was ready to die, he asked his son to help him get to his prayer rug so he could go ahead and prostrate and just give him the ghost, just willingly, leave his physical form like that in prostration. And I believe in ancient Egypt they had artifacts of people who, statues of people in prostration, like that was how they died, and they went into, this, I think it's a better, term for that than that. Maybe it's just like permanent state of physical form. That's how you leave your body, and depending on the people who you live along or where you make that happen, because people don't leave any type of instructions back after they die, but I've seen too many times it don't happen. They dead, so what they gonna do? A lot of people look at it that way. They have no respect for your wishes before you die. So, become a Muslim and it's all in the Quran. You don't even have to write that. Everybody already knows what to do. I was thinking about, let me say this first, because it's a dead bird, like 30 feet away. I have spots that I go to, and this is one that I really like. It's has to be near water, and I'm on an island now, so it's like I can pretty much be okay, even if I'm not like this stupid iPhone. I can't flip the camera. It's something I used to not know how to zoom in and out, but I learned how to do that. But my phone's tripping. But I'm like sitting right next to some. I guess it's a creek, brook, whatever you want to call it. But these peaceful places, a lot of like it was a place in Malibu I used to go, and it was always something dead right there. Because most people, you have a better chance of resting in peace if you die somewhere peaceful. So they, when animals know when they're about to die, and some people are in tune, they go where. That's why I'm here. I reached that. They call it half life. And so most people are tired of Palm Springs or Florida, Miami, beach. It's always somewhere beach. Oceanside, somewhere on the coast by the beach. And just just laying there, and then I have to pray and ask Allah, Allah, why do you give me this? Somebody told me I was death's assistant. I wasn't like the Grim Reaper, but I'm his assistant, so it's difficult. I've had to bury a lot of animals. Again, the first time I came to Hawaii, I love water. All my life I've just been like a water person, a mermaid, or a mer mistress. And I was in the water, just me. The rest of the people I came with was not in the water, but I just had to get in the water. And I look and I see a dead white man floating in the water. He was face down like this, dead, floating in the water right by me. And I just went and told, and they called 911 or whoever. And I remember watching the ambulance drive off without the siren on, and that was like a real memorable moment in my life. I feel like I was younger, but I think I was like a teenager. But back then, the times were different, and you could maintain your innocence longer. So I might have been 16, but feeling like I was a preteen, mentally, whatever. But yeah, it's a dead bird. I didn't want to look at it. I got here was like crepuscular. So I just found some palm fronds and grass, because it's like tall grass over here. And so I just covered it up, and I was back to and then I came back last night after going to another spot, and I could smell it, and I was like, it's not the first time I slept with the stench of rotting or decaying life form. They all smell the same. But sage, a lot of people into witchcraft and things, because Harry Potter, and so sage is becoming a thing. And I used to go to Bob Marley Day, and it's not nothing new to me. But a lot of people just getting into like aromas, incense. I saw a video of this girl was like, what is that Erica Badu has in her mouth? She has a sticky incense. And I was like, oh my God, you don't even know what incense is. Sage, somebody told me, and it was originally used to cover up the stench from a corpse, sage. Now they say it's to purify the air, or to sanctify you, or all these auxiliary uses. But it has a very strong, recognizable smell. I got in the Uber the other day, and it smelled like ylang ylang. I do not know how to pronounce it, but it's Y-L-A-N-G, Y-L-A-N-G, and I really, really like the way that smells. And I commented on it, and she said, oh no, something like that. We call it eucalyptus. And I was like, you really think I don't know how eucalyptus smells? But somebody lied, and they do that all the time. You'll buy lavender dishwashing liquid, and it'll be, no color in it, because it want to be healthy, so they don't use an artificial color in it. But it is not lavender. It's something else. Lavender is, for some reason, a lie. I really like rose, but a lie is like, get lavender. Lavender, maybe it's like after you calm down enough, then you can go and progress to maybe white rose. Because different color roses, in my opinion, the best smelling rose is the one that's like orange at the tip. It's most likely grafted for its scent. Maybe you can find a rose that's like orange with red around the tip of the rose. Smell it. Oh my God, it's just, it's good. Whenever I see roses, period, I have to go. I cannot pass it without smelling it. I think that's like a weakness. If somebody wants to try to throw me off my circle, that can like go somewhere just to stall me and give them a little bit more time doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Yes. Find peaceful places. I was in Skid Row, and they call them oases. You'll find a lot of like community centers or mental health places called oases in the inner city to be able to find a place where you can get away from all of the things that's going on, and a place where you could just, not have to worry about getting jacked, seeing somebody shooting up, or homes, or liquor stores, or something. And just go and maybe take your coat off. I was watching the 85 South show, and they did not understand what Rick Ross meant when he said, I'm about to go to the bathroom and take my coat off. They didn't get it, but I totally got it. He about to go and enjoy some privacy for a minute, because while he there with y'all, he like gotta be on his guard, in a jacket. If you know security or anything about like protocol, the one with the jacket is the one in charge. So if he's taking off his jacket, that means he can exhale a little bit, Carlos. That's what he meant by that. You might have figured it out by now, but I've been watching the show too much, because sometimes brothers, I'm sure they do cuts and do all sort of things, because if you fast forward past that, what's better? They want to clear the room. I hate when guys do that. historical, and she was like, no, it's emotional. All the things Khadijah loves, you keep those in the front. And that's it. So that's how you should be keeping things in there. You have it very close to you. And at this point, I have no shame. When it got out that I slept with a teddy bear, I, just be myself. I saw again, said rappers nowadays wasn't trying to promote some false images or some false image of themselves. It's just a whole social media thing too. You just see what they want you to see. It could be true, it could be fake. I watched some guy filming some rapper shoot a music video by his car. He was watching these guys filming that video by his car. He was like up in the inside, wherever he was, and he was filming them. It was his car, but the guys are just rapping next to him. And it say a lot, when you somewhere where they have Highline magazine, then that means less people. It's a lot I think because I'm not the oldest girl, I have freedom, because big sister has mama, mamas, and then the other children get, to explore a little bit more, and so somehow don't portray a false image, rent cars just for the video, just to put out this image. That's why I like Kenny. He got a regular house, and he's not, trying to portray this big money on my bling 10 times, same watch, back to back, every different scene, you keep showing the same thing, and so people think that they gotta have money. That's the last thing you need to be happy is money. When you can live, that to me is freedom. Being able to live without money. I do it all the time. It was frightening, I'll say. I'll just be honest, frightening when you are in a predicament where you are completely dependent on Allah. Even like, to me, I'm old fashioned, but if there was a time when women were completely dependent on their husband, and their job was to light a fire under him, make him want to go out somewhere all day. This, and that. So, it makes his day a little bit better, a lot better, because he got that. And I have to say, there's something to anticipation. That's what they say. I've said that's insane. But to me, it's anticipation of what's going to happen when you get home. So that makes the separation okay. You think about newlyweds, you come home from your honeymoon, and eventually, if you're lucky, you can do it when you want to. Go back to work. All right, this is cool. Let's do something else now. Okay, how about I sit home and I cook and bake and all this stuff, and you can, whatever. And then when you come home, it's gonna be like dinner, do this and this and that. And he's like, okay, he don't even have to tell you what he gonna do. You know, you just know he doing something that's going to help, enrich your marriage. So that could, anticipation. That's the word, and even, take it a little bit further. You can anticipate the anticipation. Just think about it's coming. And then when it's over, you relive it, you remember it, and just savor the newness. I don't know, I think about that kind of thing, and I'm really considering making a video because watching TV, you see white parents talk about having the birds and the bees discussion with your children. I don't know anybody who had that luxury. Most of the people I knew were exposed to that way before the parents even thought, that it was time for them to have a discussion. So I'm like, watching them after they moved, just showing this video because when you think about the birds and the bees, it's like the most beautiful occurrence, in the world. It's always during spring. I had a really reason not as lucky to see bees all year around, but he told me in the summer or spring had arrived because he saw a bee. Get my coat and get out of here. But when you start seeing bees, and they never include the butterflies. Butterflies too, birds, bees, and I like to draw, but I like simple thought. I always think about instructing. I grew up in a family of instructors, so I always, I always do my things. It makes your task easier if you imagine you're instructing somebody. So when I did my chores, I had the dishwashing and putting away the dishes show, or class. It just made it, more different choice, and when you teach your children, that type of thing, I want to do it, the best way possible, and so I might make it because I don't know how to edit it or these things, and plus my attention span impatient to read emergence, I just want to put something out and be finished with it because I'm ready to move on to something else. So I got so many drafts of my blog that I never finished. But that's when that late night, I don't have nothing to do, comes up. Let me look back over some unfinished things. For whatever reason, I finish it. Then that's when you finish it. But I'm really thinking about doing a video, and I would, it would be easier to make one for both genders, but we have completely different roles when it comes to that, so that's probably needs to be reflected in the talk. Am I talking to the flowers involved in this birds and bees and butterflies conversation, or am I talking to the birds and the bees and butterflies? Because the flowers, they don't even mention them in, the title of this conversation. They don't mention the flowers. But, yeah, so, inshallah, I'm gonna be like the messenger, because he mentioned he wanted to write a book about the black and the white, and I'm went to Eid al-Adha, and it is crazy because two, so far I've gotten two. We're not supposed, we can't wear fingernail polish, but my son was with me and he breaks all the rules. So if you ever want to ask Allah or ask Hakeem, he's like, just, or, Muslim, it's so, Allah knows everybody is different. He gives us instructions, rules of Quran, but some people might be okay without, all those limitations. It's like a guideline. It's no way I will put fingernail polish on my nails. I just, cut them because when you wear gloves all the time, and most people don't, but always, it's just when I get to these spots, like it ain't, I can hear people, but I can't see them. They can't see me, so I can cut my hair down. So sometimes, if it's nighttime, I'm behind the shield or airplanes, helicopters going over. So can exit. But my nails have been growing, and but I broke one. So come on, ladies, if you break your nail, go ahead and just cut it off. Trust me, you'll be happy. I think girls nowadays already know that, but when I was just because I broke one. And I did see a video of this girl. She, I like her video because I need to learn something. I go to YouTube, of course, but if I find a black girl giving a tutorial, it was on how to flip your iPhone cameras back and forth. I found this black girl. She was saying she was tech savvy. Familiar with computers and can't get that computer love. We used to watch Electro Woman, and these are like little hearts, and I to pronounce my name, he was like, I do not know how to pronounce your name, how to read it, because the way I spell it is Haqimah. And Hakima, you gotta be the Hakima. I just love Arabic, it's fun. But so see how this works. Sometimes it happens, our minds, the best knower, the best planner, he might want you to talk about this, but my name is from she loves her happy name, and so do I. It's like, I remember for some reason my videos are just getting really long. I used to think 30 minutes was too long. It's not like all day Christianity church services. When leave after church, you go in the back, eat, and then come back and finish church. You be there all day. And so when I found out about Juma, it's like you can go on your lunch break and then go back to work. That's what most people do because it's on Friday. So people work, they have businesses, but it's so, get in, learn. Islam gives you a daily what's going on. Give some charity, maybe buy some children or something, and then go back to work. You don't need to eat. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's in and out. So when I'm seeing people with 2.5 hour long podcasts, I'm like, to me, I stopped going to the movies. Most movies are 2 hours. I'm getting claustrophobic just thinking about it. Even the last, I can't remember the last time I went to the movies, but it was in my careful. This magazine, the child wanted to go see a movie. The parents, no, you're not going. I don't know what's in that movie, what that movie's about, but it's this, this, and that. No, you're not going. So then for dinner, the father had baked some brownies, and the son wanted them, but he was like, no, because this is like that movie. Put a little bit of the feces from our dog in these brownies to give you an idea of what that movie could be like. It's good, no, you eat dog doodle, because it's hidden within this beautiful, delicious, scrumptious looking dog you eat it, but the fact that it has unconsciously, you might not know why you like a dog. Like these type of subliminal things in, everything. So just be grateful you have Muslim parents who have the wisdom to be able to guide you to be better. With comedy, it's my son put it like this, and I wish he could tell you. I might write it, but it has to do with guilt, and it's decency. So I'm not gonna talk about that. But mine, I want it to be okay for the little girls who don't know nothing but rainbows and butterflies and don't know they're a flower yet. uh, yeah. But this little girl, she's still a flower. She doesn't know she's a flower yet. Well, she's just a beautiful little girl, but her parents could need to reel her back in a little bit, because something fast. They say fast. They call it fast. Fast girls, no T. Fast. Okay. That's certain little girls, and they're so cute until something happens. Back in. Keep you in the house for me. You gotta slow you down. Black girls. She is so cute. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, because every single one of her reels, because she got her own TikTok, So they do this. She got one with her mother trying to be in her TikTok, the little girl's TikTok, trying to be in TikTok. So they took the scene from Martin where Pam is singing "Oh McDonald," and they made it into like an audition. The mother's like, and then the girl's like saying whatever Shanae was saying. You gotta do this, that, blah blah blah. And then she's like, do you need to practice? Something like that. And so she was like, whatever. And she's like, oh, McDonald, cut. And the little girl takes they're using a comb because, it's all out here. And she's like, you don't feel that? I need with soul, but, even that. I know she just acting like she ain't it, but she too little, children do, acting like grown-ups. When I was coming up, it was this big thing to have boys and girls dancing together like they grown, and I remember I did not want him touching me. I'm the flower, right? And you gonna let him deflower me? No, I'm standing here trying to. Plus, I was younger than everybody else too. My mother was like, just go. Before I was ready, and so then they had this thing where they had these children, 5, I think I was like 5, and they making me let this boy, put his hands all over me like I'm grown, like we married. No, that's not okay. trust, number one. And that's a difficult thing. Choose a life partner. And Zalchi or join your life on too. For the rest of your life, includes other human beings. If it's children involved, as a female, to be able to refer to whoever you put your life in their hands. You put your future in their hands, and that includes the ones that come out of your body. You have to be able to refer to him, and the ones that are his independently of you. And so the one that you dependent on gotta be able to help him do that in a way that you agree with if you want to be happy. It's just somewhere else. I don't know where they trying to move it, but the black brothers from Latin America, Cuba, took their drum circle to another part. I'm not gonna tell you. You just have to find it because I don't know where it was but that drum circle moved years ago. They had been moved because they used to be when it comes to drumming, you got African, but then you got Afro-Cuban. That's very, very strong, independent Africa. They got their totally different styles. So they took their drum circle years ago to another part. Same day and everything. You got a choice. You could go to one in the morning and go to another one later, or just go to whichever one you prefer. A lot of people went to that one. So I'm thinking just move the whole whatever you want to call it to another part. It's not Crenshaw, it's yeah, I'm pretty sure. But we got just think like, don't be territorial about your park. This is one lady, she used to sit across the street in her red hoodie. I'm like, you want to enter the park? Game of violence is no joke. We gotta be able to agree. We all black, and none of it ours. So let's just try to get along in peace. And that's one thing I can say about Laverne. You can come from any hood and find security, camaraderie. Laverne wasn't gang integration, whatever they call it these days. Laverne, that was our oasis. They let you get so far, and that's it. Come on back. Another thing, I think Mark is trying to phase out Facebook. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I guess it's the reason why I keep getting put in the pen. Facebook penitentiary is forcing me to do this more, to it's like blacklist. I think that's what they call it, and they take away your platform. So Zoom was, some computer or something because they phasing out Facebook. They want everybody on that filthy gram, which I don't even want to think about. Everything from its inception is disgusting and filthy. Stay off the gram. Black Planet, we said Black Planet, it might be out there. That was an oasis for us. But same thing when integration hit, that was it for the independent black venues. So when Facebook blew up, that was it for MySpace